Yep. My roots go back to Haddonfield, New Jersey. My grandfather owned a farm on the foot of Grove Street in Haddonfield. I was born up there in 1919. 1925, my father decided it was getting too crowded in Camden County. He bought a farm in Salem County, Mannington Township, where I was raised on a dairy farm. Went to Woodstown High School and down to the University of North Carolina. People wonder, how did I get down there? Our family doctor had gone there, and I admired him very much. I decided to major in chemistry. I knew a lot of DuPont chemists who lived in Woodstown, in the area, and I had a lot of respect and admiration for them. I got my degree in 1942, got a job at Mobil, and I was in the service for a couple of years in the Navy. When I came back, I went to night school at Temple. For a 7-year period, I got 32 graduate hours in chemistry, which was sufficient for a PhD coursework. But I was very, very busy at the time. Something had to give somewhere. I didn't actually complete it. But I had the feeling, as far as Mobil was concerned, they were more interested in my job performance than in a formal degree at that point. So I actually had no, in some respects, I wish I had finished it up, but I had a very satisfying career at Mobil. I retired January 1 of this year with a 44+ years service, counting my years in the Navy. And I have no regrets. Enjoyed my career.
Where was the status of Houdry catalytic cracking when you joined Mobil back in the 30s or 40s?
Well, actually, I'm trying to remember when Houdry actually got started. I came there in 41. Of course, you were there before me then, weren't you?
Well, I think back in 1940-41, the Houdry cases in, I guess 41 or 42, the Houdry cases were operating in the refinery.
Yeah.
So they already had made the catalysts, and in part of the research there was the building called 19 building where they made the silica-aluminum pelletized catalysts, some 5 tons a day. I think they were manufacturing by the, I guess, the precipitate process of sodium aluminate, sodium silicate, precipitated material. So that's where basically that was, and I guess Sun Oil and Mobil and Houdry all involved together at that time.
Yeah, that's right. It seems to me that they probably actually started using the Houdry catalyst around 36, 37. That's just an approximation.
And then why did they decide to go to the move-in bed cracking?
Well, of course, John Payne, who is my next-door neighbor, was probably the moving force behind the moving bed process. The patent actually was in Payne, Simpson, and Evans's name, but I just have the feeling that John was probably the primary force behind it. And I think there's not much question that the moving bed process had very considerable advantages over the Houdry case method of cracking. And one thing that required was a much more rigid and physically stable catalyst than the Houdry pelletized materials. Of course, that's one of the things which got our people into the game very thoroughly. Milt Marisic was the first man that I worked for in catalyst research, and he was the inventor of the bead catalyst, which turned out